Oh boy, here's the deal. We got companions, we got Omega cards being transmuted, we got costumes being transmuted, we got a new fight coming to the game, we got all kinds of stuff. Now, there's a whole bunch of drama related to this new stuff. I'm going to break all of that down. We also got a new promo code, which I'll show you right in the beginning. Let's get going. Beginning, Eternos versus Deviants. That is a promo code, okay? So you can get yourself one draw ticket for free. I'm going to go over this live stream. I watched the entire thing, and I have a live stream reaction of that. Okay, I'm going to upload my full live stream reaction to it because it wasn't that bad. I actually thought the live stream was kind of okay, but there's a lot of negative feedback about this live stream that's not coming from me, and I want to cover why there's negative feedback, what people are complaining about, and the parts that I actually liked about this, and sort of make an argument as to why I think the fact that the entire game's about to get rebalanced isn't really that bad of a deal. It really boils down to the fact the game's already completely messed up, and just throwing a whole bunch of stuff in and giving the Dota style of just completely crazy, ruining the balance of the game and having it totally refigure itself out might not be that bad of an idea. Let's get into and break down what exactly is going on. I'm going to do it fairly quickly so you don't have to watch the whole live stream. They begin by just chatting, sort of saying hello. I want to say, first of all, she's got an awesome background. Cool house. Let's continue. Here, moving along, our friend Angel is here. Now, there's a couple complaints about them not really understanding the UI and not being familiar with the game. These are devs. They're called, these are people working on the game or in the community. These aren't exactly hardcore gamers of it, so you can't really blame that. I mean, none of the devs are going to be like super hardcore gamers for this. Move along, going to the companions. This was the first thing people talked about. I want to show you guys this. First and foremost, take a look. There's a lot of companions. You can see Nova Corp companions, Eternos. You can see different rarities of companions. You can see like Otrons things, etc. Now, when we actually get what are companions, when they pop up here, you're going to see that the companions basically are badges, effectively. So you can see here, there's 4 companion slots. Each of these companions go from level 1 to 60. Even at level 1, you can see there's significant stats, like 3.4% defense pierce. You can see there's critical is the next one down there, and the attack defense HP, that's at level 1 now. This is 60, okay. There's 4 of these badges. So what does this tell us? Large amounts of bonus stats are going to be going to your heroes, meaning this is going to be a pay-to-win mechanic, as you can do draws from this. There's no way of denying the pay-to-win aspect of this. Stronger people are going to be people who are spending more money. Let's get that conversational point out of the way. However, as we move on to the game, you're going to notice that he's going to start showing some of the abilities these people can do. These heroes have both a passive and an active slot, meaning the passive is all the stats they give you from just being in the summon slot. The active is the ability that they have for being in the number 1 spot. You can see the top one there is Nick Fury. It's the one next to the lightning bolt. Therefore, the top companion is the one that is going to have his active skill. You can read the active skills here. Sets up a barrier. While setting up a barrier, recovers the summoner's guard gauge completely. The barrier blocks guard damage while active. After the barrier has been set up, it follows the summoner and deals damage to enemies. Okay, so you have some pretty crazy moves. I would like to continue, however, to show you guys what these moves basically look like. He is going to do some combat here, and he's going to try to like show the moves basically. It looks kind of cool. Basically, your companions come out, do a little bit of cool moves. There you go. Do a little bit of whatever, some judo, and then they go away. Okay, nothing too fancy. Now, here's the part that really matters. When you go in and you start looking at some of these other ones, take a look at this one. Yondu has experience gain bonus, 28% experience gain bonus, okay? Meaning leveling, hopefully your companions level 1 to 60 or quicker, and hopefully your main hero as well. Experience gain bonus is pretty cool. However, Yondu has one other thing which is completely busted. Summons and keep in mind, these moves have their own guard break level. We see guard break low. They also add on debuff, so cannot use dodge skill for 3.5% second and bleeds when the skill lands. Okay, very awesome. So you're stopping their block. Look at this. Summons the Yaka arrow. The arrow deals 447% damage and applies bleed to the enemy. The hit enemy cannot use dodge skills for a moment. The summon expires when the attack is over. So Yondu can stop people from dodging. What hero is that going to counter? Spider-Man, right? So what I want to think about here is all these different champions, and we've already seen all these companions. Where I mean, there's a lot of them here. We can see just with our eyes over 30 companions just sitting here. These companions, they are going to change the way the entire PvP game works if these are usable in PvP. If they allow the active abilities to be usable in PvP, the entire game is about to be rebalanced because all of these are going to change everything, and it's going to change which heroes are good, which are bad, the companions are going to matter, all of that. Now, a lot of people are really mad. Reddit is really mad about this, and I can't really blame them because obviously it's a huge change to the game. I want to make one sales pitch here with this where it could not be the end of the world. In Dota, they didn't get the balancing right. So when it came to items, they just buffed every item in the game and made them crazy, and the rebalance fell where it was. It completely changed the game because they said, we can't balance this game. Instead, we're just going to make everything busted. So they made all kinds of crazy stuff. My argument here, this system could potentially balance the game the way Dota's imbalancing actually balanced the game. If all of these are busted to the point of Yondu or crazy things, this could rebuild the game in a way where there's no longer only a couple heroes who are viable, a couple moves that are viable. Because at the moment, I do not currently believe in this state of the game that the PvP is healthy. I do not believe that people consider the pay-to-win aspect healthy. I don't think people consider the overall balance and health of the game to be healthy. I think there's an overall negative connotation to the majority of the feelings with this game. I don't think that throwing out a random grenade like this that's going to completely change the game is the worst thing because it's already not going well. Okay, you may see this as sinking the ship, and that's a fair argument, and you are welcome to that opinion. However, my one thing I'm going to throw out here is this could actually potentially make the game a lot more interesting. It could get crazy if we embrace the suck, okay? It could actually get crazy hilarious. And on top of it, at a minimum, for casuals like myself who play for the fun of it, I'm actually somewhat excited to at least be able to collect other heroes other than just the 8 heroes they say we can play with. In that aspect, I am willing to be positive and look forward to the companions for this reason. However, once again, I understand all of the arguments that are being made, and you're not wrong. I want to move forward to one other part of the game that's got a lot of feedback. The rest isn't really that important, if I'm being honest. It's the Eternos 5 and all that stuff we've already seen. I want to move forward to this part, which is the part of the live stream that probably got the most flack. People are saying, this is the transmutation system, transmuting Omega cards and gear. People are saying that the transmutation system is random, meaning when you go in and you try to transmute Omega cards or gear, it will randomly turn it into somebody else's piece of gear. I have rewatched this 4 times just to try to find that. I have seen nowhere in that where that is said. So unless this is said somewhere else or answered in another part of the live stream, I'm going to play this in its entirety and let's watch it.
Get elite ranked.
Yeah, and it'll definitely be divided into ranks by like a copper or mechanic right here.
So I like to craft.
Here we go. Transmutation.
So we have something new coming into the workshop.
100%. And the transmutation is essentially what it is as you guys have seen in the dev notes, is if you ever got any kind of specific gear item that's only by one character specifically, this is a chance for you to select some of the costumes and
like if you
transmute them to one of the other players in your squad, So it's a chance to get it from...
Okay. This right here, I'm going to pause it briefly because this right here is the only part they really show us. They show us this for Omega cards and costumes. Look here. Sorry about the green screen. Transmutes into another hero can use. Excludes the current hero's costume, okay? So basically, the point of the transmuter is to turn 6-star piece of gear to a different hero's 6-star piece of gear so it's usable. There's a button here that says target list, and there's the price of 200 crystals. Let's talk about the price first. 200 crystals is a good deal. This could have been locked behind Omega points. If this was locked behind Omega points, free to play, goodbye. 200 crystals to actually move a maxed out piece of gear between heroes, I don't have a problem with, okay? I don't. I think this price is okay. Might be a little bit expensive for heavy free-to-play people. I understand. I can get that, okay? But this is a in-game type of thing. You're literally moving in-game gear from one hero to another as a secondary hero. You're building more than one hero's 200 crystals, I think is fine, especially when we consider the fact that there's Omega cards too.
Exclusive to one player and transmute it into another player. So
and there's
that's
the
pretty
target.
cool.
Oh yeah, the target list button is here. So he never clicks this, so we never get to see what this does. But I'm assuming this makes it where you can select which heroes you want this to go to. And nowhere in this does it say only 5 heroes can be picked, not one. I don't see anywhere on that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Along with the transmutation for the characters, for the costumes, you could also do that actually for your Omega cards as well, Kim.
Same deal here. He's showing 6-starred Omega cards, okay?
Mm-hmm. That'll help if you want to complete a certain collection.
Same deal. There's the buttons, 200 gems, target list, Omega exclusive stats into another hero's exclusive stat. Excludes the current hero's exclusive stat. Does not say random anywhere on that.
If you're almost there.
100%. And if you're stuck because, like, man, why did I get this, for example, this Captain America exclusive Omega card? Like, maybe I want it for Star-Lord. Maybe I want it for Captain Marvel. And the transmutation will definitely help you there.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, yeah, that's a really cool content as well. Along with the transmutation, I saw a few people asking about battle badges as well. This is a really exciting one as well. We'll show you guys right now.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all of it. That's all of it. I didn't see random literally anywhere in here. Maybe people were getting confused about Angel and Kim are not hardcore gamers of this game, nor do they need to be, guys. I've never, in my experience, ever seen an update live stream from anybody who's a dev or person who's comfortable in front of the camera who is also a hardcore player of the game. This is not something that's realistic to ask of them. So the comments where people are like, Angel doesn't know the UI. Yeah, of course he doesn't know the UI. We want people who are comfortable in front of the camera to explain this for the general public. And they don't have to be hardcore gamers of this game. I'm sorry, they don't have to be. I just fundamentally disagree with flaming them for not understanding literally everything. It's okay, all right? It's fine. They're reading from a script and they're trying to explain the stuff coming out. This in particular, right here, was where he was trying to show the costume like augmenter
costume
thing.
augmentation stuff with the nano
This is the part where he gets kind of
infusion.
flamed at. He doesn't really know the
Full
UI that's going
disclosure,
on.
I haven't even nanoed any of my costumes since it's pretty difficult.
Yeah, so he talks about he doesn't really play. But this is the part where it's like he's trying to show the nano fusion can be augmented to different stats regardless, but all he shows is how the nano fusion the next thing. So people are like, he doesn't even know the UI and all that. He talks about the wrong thing. He shows the wrong thing. It's not that big of a deal. I understand what he's trying to say. He's just trying to say that you can take these costumes that are already nanoed and re-roll the stats to turn them into other stats, and he's trying to figure out where you actually do that at because he hasn't nanoed anything. It's not a big deal. Now I'm going to show real quick here just because I know some people are going to want to know.
And as you
This
can see,
also was what
right
they
now,
showed.
part
They
of
showed
this
the
mission,
deviant
it's going to be way easier when you have more teammates, but you have to protect some of the Eternals as they're trying to
power
summon.
requirement was lowered, not
it even
raised,
calls
even though
out
they're
to
adding
like Athena
companions.
is in danger,
So it
and
looks
as
like
you can
it's
see in
going
the
to be
middle,
more
on the top of the
accessible
UI,
for
you can
people,
see that
even of
you can
lower
see
power. I
actively
like
a lot
that.
of the
Honestly,
Eternals health
this
bars,
dev
so
note,
you'll
I
focus
watched
with your
this. This was
teammates
my
on like who to
favorite one
protect
they
first.
did.
And
I
whatnot.
like the
And
majority
I'm
of
probably gonna
this,
fail
but you
since
have
it's
to
just me by
realize where
myself.
I'm coming from with this. Like, I'm coming from the aspect of I'm looking at, yeah, I know the green screen's all messed up, whatever here. I am looking at the game from an aspect of somebody who is looking at this as like a business, right? Like I put my time, effort, money into the game. I'm a casual gamer. I enjoy Marvel Future Revolution. I'm going to be here making the channel about content on the game, talking about it, playing the game with you guys. Start free-to-play series here in a bit when I get really bored. Stuff like that. Just going to be making content on the game every day. That's what this channel is for, okay? So I'm not stopping the game, regardless of what they do to it, right? However, I am just as much vulnerable to annoying stuff as the rest of you. And you've seen that by me being annoyed on some of the other updates. I actually didn't mind this one because, in my opinion, it's more stuff to do. The companions are going to completely rile up the game, and I actually like that because I just don't think the game's in a good spot. If I actually look at my YouTube analytics, and I know you guys could probably say, well, YouTube, that's because your videos aren't as good as informative and stuff, and you could have been higher level and all that. Yeah, you're sure, and I probably would have got more views for it. But the YouTube analytics are mirroring the same thing that the Google search trends are, and it's effectively 1/4 of the input data. I'm not talking people that choose to click on my videos. I'm talking people that are even looking for the game on YouTube is a minimum of 1/4, if not lower, to what it was during the launch. Meaning, I know for a fact, looking at the numbers, there's less people interested in the game than there used to be. Okay? For that reason, I don't mind a shakeup in the game. Maybe something will happen. I don't know. I'm going to look at this and say, yeah, this is going to be a huge monetization change in the game, and I'm probably not going to spend a bunch of money on companions because I'm just really like not interested in handing a bunch of money, but at least it's going to do something new and hopefully shake it up for all of us like a snow globe, redo it all, and we're going to see what happens. It's going to be funny and fun to watch at a minimum because the companions are going to change literally everything. Let me know what you guys think about it. That was my feelings on it, and I'm also going to upload my live reaction where I watch the entire live stream and react to that we did on the live stream. So if you guys want to see my thought process while I actually saw it, it mirrored pretty similar to what I saw here. I just didn't think it was that bad.